University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, they're building a huge facility. And by huge, a Division III school, that can mean a lot of things. This facility is going to be the 8th largest of its kind in the country.
Yeah,
and I think that is probably just the easiest way to describe this thing. It's going to cost an estimated $110 million. And as I pull up the video here, you will probably see why. This thing is going to be 140 yards long, 70 yards wide.
One of the greatest.
And there we are. And 83-foot ceiling. So 83 feet tall. And that just gives you
oh my gosh,
kind of rough dimensions of what to expect on that. Now let me pull up the clips.
Do they have a rendering yet or
from
no?
the actual building. They do have all kinds. They've broken ground on this. Construction was actually supposed to begin in 2020, was postponed due to the pandemic. But then in 2021 or 22, I can't remember, they officially broke ground. Here is a little bit of an update from the site of this building. And oh my gosh, there you get a good idea of what exactly this entails. Let me go back full screen there. This thing is going to be, I mean, just absolutely incredible.
So they just, they
Division
just sent the
3
new,
team.
they just sent the new.
It's got, the new Division III football, record, obviously. Yeah. So, you could ask, how can they afford this? Well, the people that this is named after are giving $70 million. That would be the Sonnentags.
Are you serious?
Yes. So that gift of $70 million is what got this project up and off the ground running. And then the remainder of the money, I'm sure they had to do some interesting financing for. But there, I'll pause it right there. You can kind of see just the scale of this, dude. This is going to be.
So they're already in works and.
Oh, dude, this is a look at the construction. This was very recently. So this thing is underway. It does not have a potential release date, as far as I know now. But we're not talking about a half. This is a full 100+ yard football field with end zones and everything. So it'd even be longer than that, right? And additionally, you're going to have all of your typical college stuff like your rec center, and they're going to have basketball courts. This is going to be so much more than just a football stadium. So while we're a football show, this is going to be an incredible tool for the Eau Claire football team.
And university, yeah.
Exactly. This is going to be for absolutely everything. So certainly had to highlight that. Give me just a second here as I pull up, like you said, some more of those renders, like the final products. Let's see kind of what those look like as I take this guy down. Or actually here, I can pull that back up because that's the front of it right there. It looks like a castle.
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit. Is there a moat and a drawbridge?
83 feet ceilings?
Yeah. I don't think people understand that. That is large.
Yeah.
That is really large. So for football though, you need it, right?
Right.
You're trying to get stuff done like that. So let me
Think about it, we hit the dome.
Yeah, exactly. And the dome, we know the dome is absolutely massive. So let me find real quick some of the renderings on this guy, because again, when you see this, you will certainly understand. Again, and also again, $70 million coming from.
What's the last name?
Hold on. Let me get this image up for you real quick. There it is. That's the front of the facility, and also Sonnentag.
Oh my gosh.
The name attached to it right there. Wow. And like I said, really, when you look from the outside, you wouldn't guess, it's not like a football practice facility. This is a whole university deal. And I think that's really big to understand. This isn't just football. Football obviously will be benefiting from this a ton, potentially more than other aspects. But it is much more than that. John and Carolyn Sonnentag.
Okay.
Those are the names of the two, presumably
Damn,
couple
bro, that is
that gave back. What kind of college experience
Bro,
do you
think
have?
about it though. 8th. You know how many?
Yes.
There's 8 teams in the SEC?
Yes, dude.
Think about that. They have nicer shit than Big 10 schools, SEC schools, Big 12.
Yes,
that's legit, dude.
As far as size, and size and money goes, right? We don't know what's actually going inside, but you would assume with both those known factors,
right,
they're not going to be cheaping out on some equipment, right? So it'd be interesting to know if the weight rooms for the athletic teams will be going into this type of.
Yeah, they're gonna have a. Shit's crazy, dude.
It is, but you think about it, when there's that
110 million
going on, there's a lot of things that you got to fit in there.
Yeah.
Right? So it is the largest indoor in Wisconsin, and this is the 8th largest indoor facility in all of college football. It sits right on the banks of the Chippewa River. Here is a better render/image for you, Cade. Right here. That one is beautiful. And if you,
Is that on the water?
yes, Chippewa River. I said, yeah, so it's right on the bank. So, I mean, that's so sick, man. It's not quite like a Northwestern type deal. Like they got to be one of the ones that's above, right?
Yeah,
Northwestern's got to be.
They have to be.
Because that was like $240 million.
They have to be, dude. There's no way.
But that's still
like Miami will be above. LSU, probably Florida State.
Yeah, I was curious actually how many we could.
I don't even know if Alabama would, to be
name
honest.
off the top of our head. And then we also have some
They
more
might.
images here from the construction site. So I'll show you those as well. There's that outside, but a little bit of a better image from where they're at in construction right now. And you can see like the foundations, like the bones of this place have been up, right? They're really starting to get into more of the nitty gritty stuff of actually fledging this thing out. And obviously, there's not going to be turf in here or anything yet.
Imagine being like a football player or like I guess any student and having an internship with a construction company and building that. Or
dude, yeah.
That'd be sick. I
Yeah.
feel like that'd be like think about our guys.
Yeah.
Doing internships and they build
Construction
like that,
management.
like here, and they went to an internship and started building that shit.
Yeah, and now obviously, it might be frustrating for those guys because let's face it, most of the players there right now are probably not going to see the fruits of this labor. Like this thing won't be open for quite some time. But that's the thing is like you're going to attract so many more prospective student athletes to this place. And in a league like the WIAC,
Well, I don't know.
something, the WIAC, in that league, as uber competitive as it is, for a team like Eau Claire, which I don't know, I can't speak on other sports, football has not really been in that conversation as far as league champs go. Right? This is something that I would sure hope kind of turns the edge, right? So
I mean, they're definitely, it's not.
Shout out to
They're
football.
not. They're not cheap. They're not being cheapos.
Shout out to Football Scoop, by the way, for the article. Great source of all things college football. That is a good one of the ceiling right there. Oh,
Yeah, that's sick.
man. Is that cool? You can see the cars for scale right there. Just massive.
It's cool.
Just absurdly large. So
Looks like a freaking greenhouse.
it kind of, well, right now it kind of does because it looks like it's
So
just
damn
wide
big,
open.
dude.
Yeah. So very.
You walk in the back of Lowe's and there you are in the back in the plant garden.
Oh, that's pretty good. The quote here, talking about, trying to think here, talks a lot about recruiting and also, like I said, attracting all the different student athletes. The quote from their AD here is that it's significant basically for all of their programs.
Yeah,
right. Just
yeah.
to compete. And it's not, he was very, wanted to emphasize that this is going to attract enrollment even outside of athletics, also going to be big for the community. He says we're going to bid on national championships. We're going to bid on the Division III men's and women's basketball national championships to try and bring that economic development to Eau Claire for a couple years in a row. We're going to go after the state high school events.
Holy
and they're
shit.
also going to have big time concerts and other events in this building. So, like I said earlier, I could not stress enough. This is going to be a
they're all
very
in,
large, multi-purpose.
Must be on the hot seat or something.
He called up his friends, the Satin Tags or something, and was like, "Hey, we need a little bit of that."
Yeah, give me 70 mil. I'll cover the rest.
I don't know.
I promise it'll be worth it.
I don't even know how he covered the rest. Is the thing. That's
But
the
how do you
crazy
approach somebody like, okay, Miss Santaga and Mr. and Mrs. Santaga? I'm just gonna cut right to it. We need 70 mil.
Yeah.
We got 40 mil from Larry, Moe, and Curly. You guys gotta cover the 70.
It's very interesting though.
We'll
to
name
hear
it after
about
you.
Them talking about hosting those events too, because obviously there's a great chance that they're never in those events, right? It's hard to make it to that stage. But when you host those events,
If
like
they
you
got
said,
kids though, they better be going there, bro.
right?
Like, come on.
Yeah. But like you said, you host those events and you bring that economic impact to that area, and all that's doing is benefiting your university.
Yeah.
So
That's dope. Good
having
for
the
them.
facilities to do that, I think the best example of that actually is seeing teams fight for like hosting a Super Bowl,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
I think that's
even like the NFL draft, I feel like.
yes. The draft is another really good comparison because you're not competing, but
It's
like,
right
you
next
still
year,
want to
baby.
have that. Oh yeah, 2024.